I've got the lovely Chloe Bowden Davies from Bluestone with us today. And what we're looking at is one of the biggest struggles that's going on out there at the moment. And it's mainly surrounding affordability.
Yeah.
Now, whether that be for residential or even buy-to-let. So, I'm speaking with Chloe, and we're going to look at what Bluestone are doing and what their offering is in terms of looking at the affordability, so for both clients and for brokers alike. So Chloe,
yes.
Bluestone.
Affordability is probably one of the biggest things that are kind of, to help with clients at the moment.
Yes.
Rates being so high, affordability is probably our biggest issue. So for us, the way that we look at it is obviously income is the main thing that you want to get as much out of anything that you've got as possible. So if the client's employed, then you would look at their salary. So you would use their salary. And then we want to take out the deductions at that point. That's probably one of the main reasons why cases fail, is because by the time it gets into underwriting, we didn't know about the pension deduction, the student loan deduction. So it's all of those things that we need to know up front so that we don't fail later on.
Yeah.
Also, we'll accept things like child benefit, universal credit, working tax credits, bonus, overtime, shift allowances, any sort of carers allowance, anything that you're getting in, we generally can look at, and we'll use 75% of
Okay.
them. So that's kind of employed. You want to use as much income, but also tell us about the things that are coming out straight away, because that will affect it. Self-employed, we're also really, really good on. So self-employed, we would always look at the latest year accounts.
Okay.
We don't ever average. So we only ever look at the latest year. If they are a sole trader, then we can use their latest year. Again, we would always look at if they've been 1 year's trading, but maybe they have, gone over. So maybe their financial year is November to November. Their SA 302 is a little bit lower because it's only covering a shorter period. We'll take an accountant certificate for those ones. Put my teeth back in. For those ones, because obviously then we can take the trading period.
Okay.
Also for your limited companies, if you are 100% shareholder, we'll always do salary and net profit share.
Yeah.
If they're not 100% shareholder, then we would use salary and dividends. But a lot of brokers don't know is that what then we can add back in is your car allowance, your pension, your at-home office from those accounts to boost the affordability.
Is that 100% add back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can add back in 100% of your car allowance, pension and at-home office from the accounts.
Okay.
So by giving us those accounts, we'll go in and go, we can see that, and we'll add it back in for affordability.
I think what we're getting at here, it's so important to have that documentation up front so you can see.
Yeah.
It's not just all about what the ins are and then how many multiples you'll do of that. Get those documentation in, see the ins, see the outs, and just take it from there.
And then go from there, And another big part of affordability, and I think it comes away from income. Income, we can figure that out. The biggest issue that we have a lot of the time is the household expenditure.
Yeah, okay.
So what they're actually paying versus what ONS says that they should be paying, that's like the biggest issue that we've got. So with Bluestone, we always take a really holistic view on it. Obviously at dip and application, we would always use the higher of the two. So whichever, whether you've keyed it at £100 and ONS says 50, well then we would use 100. If it was the other way, we would do exactly the same. But where we kind of change a bit is when it comes into underwriting. At that point we can be a lot more holistic on it and look at it and go, actually, yes, ONS says that they should use this, but we can evidence that they're only spending this.
Okay.
And that's where we'll definitely try to get the most out of every case. But I will say the areas that we struggle with the most and the parts that we get the most kickback on, where it goes wrong, is on mobile phones and also like Sky TV. So generally, whenever we see an application for home phone and mobile, we usually get around £50 or £30 per one. And then we get the bank statements and then they've got 4 different EE contracts that's £100. So we have to increase
Right,
it.
okay.
So it's definitely worthwhile looking at the bank statements and making sure that home phone is inclusive of their Sky, because usually that's around £120 a month if you have everything. And then the mobile phone, making sure that it's every device. And I always use myself as this example. So in our house, so I've got 3 kids. So me, my husband and 2 older kids have got phones. We've also got watches, and there are 3 iPads. They've all got contracts on.
So rather than just going looking at you, oh yeah, my contract's £45 a month. Yeah.
50 quid a month. You actually don't. And really on that latest month bank statement, what's on there, and then put that in.
Okay, good bit of advice there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chloe. So it's got to be, is it what it says on the tin, so to speak? Number crunch, and be as honest as possible, because it will get found out eventually how much the outgoing is.
Yeah, and definitely, speak to us and say, actually, this is on the bank statement. What do you think? And we'll tell you where to put it and how to put it.
Okay, thank you, Chloe.
You're welcome, no problems.